What up, Groove family? David Lemon here. Groove LemonAid number 47 is today. I'm going to be answering your questions as we usually do. And yeah, that's basically my intro. So, what's up, guys? I can see you joining in already. Thank you very much for being here. If you have any questions, please leave them inside the comment section of this live stream. We are going to be answering some of the questions that were asked first before we started the live stream, and then all of your questions after. So we're working like busy bees here in Groove. We have a couple of interesting things on the roadmap that are being worked on, but one of the major things is that we're going to be launching GrooveMember version 2 in Sandbox very soon, and tomorrow we're going to have a live stream about that. So I'm coming on live with the product owner of GrooveMember, whose name is Debarshi. Debarshi is leading a team of a couple of developers working on GrooveMember version 2. So we're going to kind of show you what we created in this past 2-3 months for GrooveMember 2.0 and how it works, how it looks like. We're going to kind of explain the hierarchy and the thinking behind of the different changes with it. So if you are interested, join us tomorrow. It's going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be diving in at that time and just have a look at the new GrooveMember 2.0. We're going to be doing a full-on schedule of this live stream, so you're going to be able to see it scheduled for YouTube and Facebook and things like that. I'm just telling you what's up. So that's about GrooveMember. We'll talk about that tomorrow. In case you have any questions on what's up with GrooveMember, just join us tomorrow or watch the replay from that live stream, and you'll be fully aware of everything happening. But a scary thing happened yesterday. You most probably are aware of that. WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook all got shut down, and that left everybody kind of scared. And a couple of, or not couple, but a lot of businesses have lost out on new sales, and their ad spend was not well spent, and things like that. So it's a scary time if a platform goes out that you're fully relying on for all sorts of different things. Like our community is fully Facebook based, and that's just a scary thing. Like imagine if just tomorrow you wake up and Facebook doesn't have a community platform anymore. Like that would leave a lot of businesses vulnerable. And whenever you are thinking about relying on a platform fully for your business, like having everything in one basket, it is easier for management, but it's scarier when things go wrong. And I'm just now reading through a couple of different Facebook groups I'm a part of, and everybody's saying like, guys, we need to go and collect email addresses with like, this is the time now. If something goes wrong, you don't actually own your following, if you don't own your subscribers, if you don't own the list of people that are kind of following you, like a lot of things can go wrong and you basically are left without any money. So that's just a wake-up call. It's kind of a slap for everybody right here, even for myself. I have a lot of people following me on Facebook and YouTube, but I never kind of did anything about that, just to kind of get those email addresses in case I want to communicate with you guys later on. For some reason, I wouldn't be able to if another outage happens. So there you go. This is now a wake-up call for everybody. Jump on the high horses and then go out, create some lead generation forms, something that you can collect emails with, and just kind of collect those email addresses. GrooveMail is able to do that right now. So in case you have a platinum account, a paid account with Groove, you have access to GrooveMail. Just hook it up and try to connect as many email addresses as you possibly can, because that's how you own your business. If you're relying on external companies like Facebook and YouTube, you have visitors, but you don't really have customers, as they say. So that's my rant about yesterday's happenings. I was scared. I was actually trying to text my wife or send her a message. So I was like, okay, I'm going to send her a WhatsApp. Oh man, WhatsApp is from Facebook. Okay, I'll do it from Messenger. Oh man, Messenger is from Facebook. So I was like, what is there? Should I send her an email? She doesn't check emails anymore. So I sent her an SMS. I haven't sent an SMS for quite some time now. So that's what's up. Okay, that was my side rant. I'm going to go in and answer your questions. We had a couple of questions asked before we started the live stream, so I'm going to zoom in, share my screen, and just mention some of those. And I'm going to jump in over to the questions of the live stream. So let's just see what you guys have asked. Okay, here we go. There was some chit chat over here. Brian Dunn, good morning, David. Questions. We're obviously all waiting to hear the latest on GrooveMember. Join us tomorrow, Brian, and you'll be able to hear. Last week, what was that? I believe Friday, I gave a kind of a preview, just a very quick overview, scroll through if you want to call it that way, of how it looks like. But join us tomorrow. We'll have a longer call with the Barshi, who's going to show us what's been done, what's still to come, and what's the vision of the future for GrooveMember. What's the general state on webinars? Webinars are still having some improvements, but nothing major that would basically block you from doing a webinar. Mobile friendly at this moment are pages that we created for the built-in registration and things like that are not mobile friendly, but this is why we give you options to connect to GroovePages. We also have, if you go into GroovePages, we have pre-built couple of different webinar funnels that you could use. Let me just quickly log in with my account over here. You could use not the system pages, which are not automatically converted to a mobile responsive view, but we have given you the options to connect GroovePages and with your Groove webinar. So in case you go into GroovePages, you'll see over here this little desktop icon, which is saying webinars. So in case you click on here, you click on the plus icon, you immediately see all of the webinar templates. There is a couple that are missing the screenshots that's being worked on. But for example, meditation secrets, automated webinar funnel, affiliate marketing secrets, automated webinar funnel, expert copywriter, automated webinar funnel, things like that. So you just select one and you'll have pre-made registration pages, which is already mobile responsive and everything. So you can use these pages and embed the registration widgets, which you could do just getting the code from GrooveWebinar and just pasting it on your pages on here. So all of these pages are created as mobile responsive and even look better, and that's definitely what I would use. However, those quick system pages are going to be mobile responsive soon. Just at this moment, we are doing some backend changes in the streaming setup. The GrooveVideo on my staging site hasn't been displaying the iOS for weeks now. That's because iOS has been changing stuff on their end. So for now, if you visit on certain iOS devices with a certain software, certain iOS devices won't be displaying the videos, and that's not only on our platform. There's a lot of different platforms that haven't been updated yet to the newest, because iOS is changing very frequently. We have made, I believe, 4 updates so far for iOS devices. We have it scheduled for GrooveVideo to do it again. It's just that we didn't get to it yet. That's planned. Please talk about the future of GrooveVideo and what Groove may have planned to make this more reliable. Like, that's iOS changes is not something we can rely on at this moment. That's not something we control. But GrooveVideo will get speed upgrades. Will get also changes for how you are controlling your videos. We are thinking of doing some bulk edits inside your library. We're also going to be able to provide some more settings, functionalities, and also connect the forms to GrooveMail. and things like that. Also connecting more apps to GrooveVideo, that's our plan as well. So that's kind of the future, what we see. Captions and maybe even automated captions, we'll have that at a certain time. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are planned at this moment. There's just it's just a matter of time. Should I use another video hosting for my sales promotions? You could, if you prefer, if you're only like trying to do things for your iOS devices. If you're afraid because of the iOS devices, you could definitely, you could, that's your option. There are many out there that you could use. GrooveVideo is an option as well if you're a platinum member, but that's not something you must use. Like, we created our platform that each and every app could be used with outside technology. When you set up your products in GrooveCell, you can just take that checkout and embed it over to, I don't know, WordPress or some other page builder that you're using. Same with GrooveWebinar. You got these webinar registration, embed codes and things like that you can actually embed to other platforms out there. And GroovePages and GrooveVideo and Groove, everything that we create is kind of open so that it can be used with other platforms. JC Khan is asking, is there a class on sharing how we can create HTML emails in GrooveMail to send out to our subscribers? HTML emails, we are working on a builder, and I showed the builder and how it's going to look like, I believe, in 2 sessions ago. So basically, we'll have a full-on rich email builder. But for now, whenever you're creating an email that you want to send out, let's just edit this one. I'm just going to do this very quickly. Okay, so here you have the option to view HTML. Okay, so here, this is where you view HTML. So what you could do right now without us having an HTML email builder is you type in HTML email builder. Okay, there is a bunch of these. befree.io is one of the more popular ones, where you can actually build your email and you copy paste the actual HTML code from it. Okay, so this is a platform which only designs emails. So this is the main use for it. So for example, this is an email template, and just designs emails. You can have different templates that you can get, and you can like copy paste. So you copy the HTML and you paste it into GrooveMail, and you can send this through GrooveMail. At this moment, that's the option. We will have templates built into our system. When our builder comes out, we'll also have different templates that you guys can create and share between each other, and even sell when our marketplace comes out and things like that. So we are kind of planning that. It's being developed, and I showcase the builder and how it's working right now. But yeah, we're working towards a builder that will be able to do things like that. Like, you can add on different elements like text and videos and buttons and such inside the actual email. At this moment, it's just not yet available because it's still being developed. GrooveMail, there is a bug since 2 weeks on the double opt-in page. It's not redirecting properly. Confirmation, do you know estimated time? What means when the status of the email hard bounds? I saw it in block status column on one of the leads in the subscribe list. So if you have a bug, please report it. I tested it, like, I believe, in 5-6 different accounts, and I haven't seen any kind of issues with the double opt-in setup. Please report a bug to support. I really did test it out, and I haven't seen issues with it. What means when the status of mail says hard bounds? Hard bounds could be because the user, either the users that signed up or that you're trying to send emails to are either marked as spam, or they have been blacklisted by other platforms, or or their email is incorrect or things like that, it could mean that it's a hard bounce. If you would like to check out the full-on status of it, of the users that show up, just reach out to support. They would be able to look into it for you. Okay, that's it from these questions. Let me just jump in over to the live stream and then see some of your questions that you asked here live. Were you able to figure out how the postal mail works from Groove? I went back and watched, but it didn't really indicate. Yeah, I watched it as well, but didn't fully understand it either. So at this moment, it's just basically something through a connection to a third party. Affiliate Groove marketing question: exactly would I post an infographic on social media for free account? I'm not quite sure I understand the question, Carol. If you could explain what your question is. Would I post an infographic on social media for free account? I don't understand this question, sorry. If you could explain it a little bit better, I would appreciate it. Veya has a question. David Lemon, can you show me when adding a domain what is supposed to be included? MXTXT. Adding a domain where? If a domain is hosted in GroovePages, do I have to add it in Cloudflare as well? So Veya, we have a full-on training videos for connecting your domains to Groove. There is no TXT or MX records needed if you just want to publish your website out on a domain. Go into our help desk or just type into YouTube connecting domain to Groove, and you'll find the videos that you need to watch. There is two types of options. One is the recommended option, where you actually allow Groove to manage the domains for you. Okay, that's the recommended option, and that's the first option that you see when you go into the custom domains area. The second one is we call a legacy option, where you would need to have a platform like Cloudflare or something else where you which manages the domain for you. It manages the DNS records for you. So these are the two options. I suggest the first one because that's the option that allows you to kind of control everything with your domain through Groove. On that, we have a full-on video tutorial. I did it, and also there are other users that created tutorials on the same topic, so you can have a look at those as well. But there is no MX or TXT records needed in case you are just connecting your domain for publishing sites. If you got somewhere some MX records or TXT records, that means that you're connecting some extra functionality to your domain, and in that case you would probably need to kind of add those records in there. An idea when GroovePlus will be ready and tracking and paying our affiliates for us? That's when our wallet comes out by the end of this year. That's the plan. But that's GrooveSell Plus. GrooveSell Plus. Yeah, with a wallet system, we'll be able to kind of have ability to see inside the payments and the management of the affiliates for our users, and that's when it's so first stage wallet, second stage GrooveSell Plus. What would be the best way to share a podcast via Groove? So there are a couple of different ways. If you are asking on how to actually show it so that users can listen to it, that's probably through embedding. There are different things that you can embed. There is iTunes podcast embed. Okay. So you can actually use the iTunes podcast web player. I don't even know if we can see an example of it. Let me just try to show you in images. Yeah, so it looks like this. So if you have iTunes or something like that, it allows you to actually embed a web player like this. So it will showcase on your page the actual iTunes embed player. There is another option that you could use. This is Elf Site. Elf Site is a platform that allows you to kind of add widgets, all sorts of widgets on your screen, on your sites, just through embedding the code, and there is a podcast player. It's just behind my head. You didn't see it, but it's behind my head, and it looks like this. You can have different versions of it, as you can see, and I'll scroll down. At the bottom we have kind of live examples. So it looks like this. People will click the play button and select the episode, or there is also a kind of a sidebar option. There is another one here. So all of these are kind of widgets that you can embed on your site if you're using Elf-Site. This is a platform that allows some of these widgets to be embedded for free even, but then of course they have a pricing for some of their widgets as well. So iTunes, Elf-Site, let me show you another one, which is SoundCloud. I'll actually give you a example over here. So this is SoundCloud. It's kind of a YouTube for music. You most probably heard of it. If you type in podcast, you can find podcast somehow. I'm not very at home with SoundCloud, but make money podcast. Just find yeah, this could be a podcast. So in here, I will zoom in. You see these three dots. You click here, and we're actually here. Share, and then it gives you an option to embed. And then if you're on a free option, you kind of get only one choice, but you copy the code over here, and then you can bring it over to your site. It also gives you an option to manage the different colors. So if you click over here, you can choose the different colors of the player, and it shows the actual player at the bottom. So the yellow would be the color that you're changing. So here now it's now it's a pink color button and things like that. So it gives you option to enable these color changes. Also, you can enable automatic play and control some other settings if you have a pro account. So once you have that, you can come back to your pages, and what you need to do is kind of use an embed element, which is in the elements code embed. You drag it out on the canvas, and you embed the player. Once you embedded the player, you can see it shows up here, and then you can kind of have podcasts played on your site. To be honest, the best looking ones are from Elf-Site, in my opinion, and that's what I would use if I would have a podcast. Or there are also platforms like Bcast, I believe, bcast.fm. They're kind of platforms for hosting and managing your podcast. They also give you their own players and embeds and things like that. So it just depends. I gave you a couple of examples, but Groove doesn't have an audio player at this moment. We will have with the GrooveMember version 2 soon, but at this moment we don't have yet. Okay, hopefully that helps. Is there a flow chart on how to get started? I have a website I want to move over. I want to set up GroovePay to purchase online training I have. I want to set up an affiliate program. Perfect. You know what you want to do. You want to bring over a website. So if you want to do that yourself, just take any of the build trainings that you can find on YouTube, and just try to click around in the builder. There is no flow chart for each and every use case and scenario. For example, you want to build a website for X niche, for X use with these pages. There is no flow chart that will kind of map out for each user what they want to do. But you already have a flow chart. You want to build a website. Now that's a problem you don't know about. Try and explore that as much as you can. But map things out. Like, I need to bring over my homepage. On my homepage, I have videos, I have images. How do I bring over my videos? So you explore that. How do I bring over my images? You explore that and kind of break it apart a little bit more. You have your flow chart in front of you. You just need to find the answers on how to do that. We didn't create a scenario for each and every use case for each of our members. That would be impossible to do. But just you knowing what you want to create and what you want to do gives you kind of a guideline on what is the next step, what you need to explore and learn. It's a learning process, and once you kind of do it once, you go through the learning, and then you can do it easily the next time. So building a website, you can just try and do it yourself through our page builder. If you get stuck somewhere, you can ask questions in our community or through our support. They'll be able to assist you with that. If you want to set up GroovePages, go to groovepay.com. There is an application form, fill it out. If you're in one of the countries that are kind of instant approval, then you shouldn't have any issues with that either. If you have any questions on that one as well, you can also reach out to our GroovePay support. If you want to set up an affiliate program, again, you can try to do that yourself, but there are also videos on that. Just use the search functionality of Google or YouTube if you need assistance with it. But definitely try to do it yourself first. If you get into hiccups, you have options where you can explore more. But definitely we don't have a flow chart on this scenario. Paul has a question. Hey, David, GrooveMail. Is there a video you could recommend that explains how to best manage the hierarchy in GrooveMail, naming of lists, categories, tags, etc.? Like I did a video in GrooveMail. It is with an older UI where I explained what each and every one of these do, but that's not the hierarchy, to be honest. Hierarchy is not existent in GrooveMail. You just need to understand what a list does. It holds your email list for a specific use case. If you want to create a list for all of my buyers, then you can have all of your buyers there. If you want to create a list for all of the free signups, you can have those there. If you want to create a list for I don't know, Black Friday promo subscribers, then you can have a list for that. It just depends on how you set it up. So this can be for anything and everything. Categories are just for tags, because tags are something that people create a lot of. So if somebody watched the video, you can tag them. If somebody subscribed for a free option, you can tag them. If somebody didn't subscribe for a paid option or for a free option, you can tag that. So because you can have tons of tags, even more than lists. That's why we created categories, so you can categorize your tags in certain options. So there's no kind of hierarchy. It's just like you don't have to have a list and a tag and a segment and everything. You can just have a list and be happy with that. We just created all of those options for those users that may want to use certain functionalities. But there is no hierarchy. It's not like GroovePages where there is a block, then a container, then an element, or GrooveMember where there's a category, subcategory, and a post and things like that. So once you understand what each of these functionalities like lists, categories, and tags and segments do, then you'll be able to kind of use what you need. Is there an updated tutorial regarding Groove affiliate marketing now that the lifetime offer has changed leading up to the next launch? If you are looking for a training on Groove affiliate marketing, you should be able to just have a look at our Groove affiliate challenge. That was the most recent training I personally did. You can just really type it into YouTube, Groove affiliate action challenge. Here we go. Affiliate action challenge, session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you're thinking that you don't know a certain thing for Groove, you don't know how to promote, I went through everything, literally everything on what we are going to be doing. If you don't know where to start, just start with the first one. This is where we're going to go through the agenda. I'm going to show you the different options on what we are going through. It's very extensive. Okay, so that's not what I wanted. I'm going through the different options, what I'm teaching. So Intro to affiliate marketing, brief explanation of the concept, intro to Groove, what is Groove and things like that. Then we're going to irresistible offer, then affiliate basics, and I'm just in this first session I'm explaining everything that we are going to be covering, and then in the other options I'm covering those. I'm teaching traffics, like paid traffics and free traffic options as well. So you can have a look at this one. It really goes through everything. Um, there's nothing I left out. There were people even telling me like, I wanted to kind of give you an advice on what to include, but I can see you included everything. So, and I was just like, that's what I wanted to achieve. Will GrooveMember have an audio player? Yes, the version 2 will have an audio player. Would I create a Canva infographic to hopefully obtain some free account signups? Is this the best method to get signups? Hope this helps. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. I understand it now. So infographics are one of the options that you could have free signups. It's not the only one, definitely. You could also have you don't have to create anything in advance. You can just say, I want to help you with something. You, Carol, you probably have something that you are good in. If you could kind of help and assist somebody, then that could also get some free signups. Something in return. Infographics are good because they get shared often, and if you create a kind of an interesting infographic with some interesting and valuable information, it's going to be shared widely. And I explained that in this affiliate action challenge. I went through this method as well for promoting Groove using infographics, how people do it, where to share those infographics, and what can you expect and how best to do it. It's definitely an option, but I wouldn't say this is the best option. If you want to kind of do something quickly, turning on a camera and just speaking to a camera, or creating a video with something that you know in and how it relates to Groove, and getting people help in certain aspect with something that you know, that's the best and easiest way to get free signups. Is there a workaround to upload contacts to GrooveMail? I have 15K contacts. I want to move over from constant contact. There's no workaround, and we are working on an importer, and you'll be able to import that, but there will be an import wizard where we are going to be asking questions where you got the contacts from, and kind of we need your website and things like that. This is going to be a manual check importer. It's not going to be just automatic bring everybody in and then we'll do what we can. We really want to secure our platform from any kind of future damage, and we'll have a manual check of every list that gets imported. So that's not available yet. It will soon, but when that's done, you'll be able to import your contacts. Can I do it behind credentials with a view to collect emails? I'm not sure. And this, okay. What would be the best way to share a podcast via Groove? That was the previous question. And the next question is, yes, of course. Like if you want to get the sign up to get my latest podcast, very, very simple. It's just a 2-page funnel. One page is a sign up page, kind of a lead magnet. And then on the second page, you actually deliver. That's simple. If I take my WordPress website to GroovePages, is the age of the domain useful? Yes, but if your WordPress website is already ranking high on Google, or you already have some nice traffic going to it, I would not suggest moving it. If you're worried about SEO, and if you're talking about domain or age of domain and things like that, you're most probably thinking about SEO. If you're thinking about SEO, moving and just like stopping one of the platforms and moving to another platform is a bad idea. It's not only with Groove. If you would take your domain and move to another platform, it would still be a bad idea, because different platforms manage domains and URL structures differently, and most probably your users would would come to a 404 page or a page that was not found because it doesn't exist anymore on the new platform. It has maybe a different URL structure. So I wouldn't move my page if it would be already up and running for quite some time, or ranking in Google or other search engines or things like that. You could build with Groove on top of that and kind of do a funnel from Groove where you still have your WordPress blog or website, but I would definitely not move it if it is an aged website. If it's only the domain that it's aged, but the website is kind of meh, then you can bring it over. That's not a problem. But yeah, it will help. New domains always rank slower than the aged domains. So that's just a boost for you. Is the GrooveFunnels blog product ready to be attached to the root of a domain? Yes. Okay, I don't understand this one. Which tutorial would you suggest to watch to understand butterfly marketing in practice? When a customer lands in the member area, they already see their affiliate link. I don't remember the URL. Everybody that upgraded to a platinum account has membership where you can go in and then see Mike's funnel masterclass, I believe. Funnels masterclass. GrooveMember.net. Let me just see. I believe this is it. Funnels masterclass, GrooveMember.net. Yeah. So if you have a paid account, you must have access to the Funnels masterclass from Mike Filsaime. This is where he created the training on the best kind of the landing and sales page strategies, upsells, downsells, and one of those videos is also on viral marketing, butterfly marketing mini course. So if you have okay, this is not resizing properly. Here we go. So if you have a platinum account, have a look at one of your emails should have your login details. Or if you don't have your login details, just go to funnelsmasterclass.groovemember.net and then you can click forgot password. Then you can actually log into this membership area where we go over the butterfly marketing concept. And this is where Mike does a training about butterfly marketing first, and then I'm taking over and I'm actually building out a butterfly marketing funnel or page or site, or how would you call it. So he gives a full-on training and then I take over, as you can see here, and I'm sharing basically everything. I also go into the membership and show how to set it up. You can see here, this is where I created a membership with a video with the promotional tools below, and that's the most complete butterfly marketing course, mini course or training that you could watch. If you're a free member, then definitely upgrade to get this one. This is gold. Not because I'm in the video, but because it really is a very, very useful training to watch in case you want to have a viral funnel. Like each customer, each user that you have signed up to your funnel becomes your salesperson. So these are kind of promotion methods through affiliate marketing, and there's no better way than this one to do it. So Gilmar, that's definitely the training you should check. Check your emails and see the Funnels Masterclass login. Can I sell a product of a company that I'm affiliating with on GrooveKart? You cannot at this moment. You don't have the options, or we don't have the options to create a product just through a link. When you are your affiliate, you get a link, but products in GrooveKart at this moment need to have settings that is kind of a weight and size and color and variants and shipping and pricing and things like that, and we don't have affiliate products available yet. Hi David, you know what are the plans for XML Site Map function, GroovePages and GrooveBlog? Yes, we are working on that one actually. We will have we'll have the option where you actually publish a site through GroovePages first, and then you generate, or the software generates a robots.txt and the sitemap, and then whenever you publish or republish your site, it's going to update that sitemap. That's being worked on. Is it possible to sell pre-built GrooveFunnels via Groove Marketplace in the same manners as ClickFunnels, so that buyers can import the funnels into their Groove account? Yes, it will be. At this moment, Groove Marketplace, what you're seeing right now, is not the one that we are going to be running with in the future. Let me just see. If you're not watching the recent Grooveathon, I did a full-on video on how to make money with Groove, and the Groove Marketplace is one of those options. So the Groove Marketplace, when I say Groove Marketplace, this is something that is heavily being planned. That's the new Groove Marketplace, which is going to be like day and night from what everybody has. It's going to be, imagine Fiverr and Upwork merged with a products marketplace, merged with Envato, like a digital marketplace for selling products and selling funnels and selling designs and selling things like that. It's going to have all sorts of funky stuff. You'll be able to sell templates for emails, email templates, email campaigns, Groove pages, page templates, funnel templates, webinar templates, different pages and blocks, even all sorts of designs for GrooveKart, for GrooveMember, for like it's just a big a large amount of all sorts of things you'll be able to sell through the Groove Marketplace. This is how it looks like at this moment. This is just a planning phase. We designed it, and our developers will start working on it. We'll be having different stuff, but it's, as you can see, it's going to be a full marketplace. What ClickFunnels has been updated last time in 2016, so you can guess how many changes have been done since then. Almost none. Basically, our marketplace will have your full-on menu here, where you can see the products, import your products from GrooveSell. You can also see the analytics or the audience, or you can also do specific marketing. You can also turn on affiliate systems. If somebody purchases a product from your from the marketplace that you're selling, they can also also become your affiliates immediately, and things like that. So we'll have all sorts of interesting stuff. Products, this is how you create the product. You'll be able to just add new products and see the ones that you already have. Selecting different tags, adding in different categories, seeing a quick tip video over here on different section and what it means and how to best set it up so that it can be found. Single payment, subscription options, pricing options, and currency options. Where to redirect where to redirect your user after purchase. You can put in your own thank you pages and try and upsell them things. You can have affiliates set up over here, so it's kind of not comparable to what ClickFunnels have. We'll have just like much better things, because our founders, and I don't know if you know this already, but Mike has created previously in his life, I don't know what they're called, what they were called, but he had a full-on affiliate marketplace first. Then he went over and built Webinar Jam and Kartra and the other platforms. So he knows a lot about marketplaces like affiliate marketplaces and these normal marketplaces, and then we have had meetings with him, and he just has so many ideas and so much knowledge about these that is just crazy. So you'll be able to manage your payouts and things like that from the marketplace, and it's just cool. um, Downloads, you'll manage your downloads. So if you're if you're a buyer of something, you'll be able to log into your Groove marketplace profile, and then access your downloads and again. So it's not something that you purchase and then that's it. You'll be able to log in there and then re-download and stuff. So that's what we are planning with our marketplace, and it's going to be a huge place where you can make a lot of sales just by adding your products on there. Okay, let's just move over to the next question. And yeah, by the way, a lot of you guys don't even realize that these marketplaces, like affiliate marketplaces and the Groove marketplaces, exist because we don't promote them when you are signing up to a platinum account or a free account or something. But it's this alone is, I believe, worth at least $300 a month. If you can put in your products that you can create unlimited of into a marketplace where already 500,000 people are using a platform, it's just like no brainer. And you'll be able to sell everything that you almost everything that you create within Groove. Can we create a similar login page for our clients as Groove CM login? You'll be able to with the new GrooveMember 2.0. We have specific login page designs. It's not going to come immediately out in the sandbox, but by the time you're selling your memberships in GrooveMember 2.0, it's going to be available. Sorry, I missed your suggestion to Gilmar for best tutorial on butterfly marketing. If you are a paid user of Groove, Carol, you should have received a login to funnelsmasterclass.groovemember.net. That's a membership platform where Mike Filsaime has put all of his kind of new trainings about sales funnels and conversion optimizations and butterfly marketing as well. So if you upgraded to with a Groove account, then you should have an email with the login information for the Funnels Masterclass. Is the Q&A now daily at 6 p.m. Monday to Friday? No, it's Tuesday and Friday. Every Tuesday and Friday every week at 6 p.m. Central European time. I don't know what time zone you are in, but you can have we can have the time zones converted. It's noon Eastern Standard Time in Americas. Hi, David. Since Groove is not a full-fledged CRM yet, we'll be able to integrate an external CRM hotspot Salesforce. You can already do that. It's like you could have already done that for quite some time now. With webhooks through GrooveSell, you can integrate every platform almost. You can use Zapier or Pabbly, Integrately, Integromat, Connects, and the other ones to basically connect two platforms together. That's their job. Yeah, I know a lot of people that already run their business, well, basically the sales options with Groove, and their CRM is somewhere else. When GrooveMail will be live? GrooveMail is already live. So if you're a paid member, you can use it. If you're a free member, you'll be waiting most probably by the time GrooveMail SMTP is out. If you're talking about that, when is GrooveMail SMTP coming out, so that you don't have to rely on external SMTPs, or basically the external sending servers. That's going to be probably a couple of weeks. We'll need to warm up our IPs and things like that. Again, we did that before, but we need to do it again because now we have new systems that we put in place. Yes, that's basically it. Let me see. I can probably find the video somehow. that I did about give me just one moment. I'm going to just try and find some things that should still be available. I'm not sharing my screen, I know that. I want to find the video where I was talking about how to make money using Groove. That was during the last Grooveathon. I really went through each and every nook and cranny and how you can maximize the amount you make with Groove. And I just want to give you the video link. Okay, I believe this is it. Let me just double check. You don't know me yet? Yes, that's it. So I'm going to share this link with you guys here in YouTube and Facebook in case you have not seen this yet. It may be interesting. It is a long video because it was just a continuous recording of the live stream we did at the Grooveathon, and Grooveathon is basically we turn on the cameras and we just stay on as long as we can. My presentation is, I believe, an hour and a half where I cover each nook and cranny of Groove and how you can make money with it. So that's something that you can watch if you haven't yet. Let's just see. David, I'm a pro member but still not able to use GrooveMail. I would request if you can demonstrate once, please. You should be able to use GrooveMail. There is nothing that we have in place that if you are a paid member, there is nothing that you need to do extra except connect your senders. If you haven't done that yet, you can see here when you go into GrooveMail, you can see GrooveMail is now open to upgraded users in sandbox mode. That still means that you can use it. It's live. The only thing you need to do is click on senders and connect a sender. So you need to create a new sender, which is basically, I want to send email from this email address using this system. If you come over here, you click SendGrid. SendGrid is the one that I suggest. If you click SendGrid, there is a video for you to watch on how to actually connect your GrooveMail sender. So you can also search for this video in YouTube, SendGrid, or connect Groove to SendGrid, and this video will show up. Basically, you create a sender and then you can do everything. You can create forms, you can collect leads, you can do automations, campaigns, sequences, all sorts of different things that should be already available for you if you are a paid member. Can you guide me to a webinar template to create webinar content, please? I did that earlier. I can do that one more time. So if you are in your dashboard, just go into GroovePages and you open an existing site, or if you want to start new, you can start from a new site. And then here you can see webinars on top. At this moment, the screenshots are having a bit of issues, but you can select a template over here. I'll just say investment webinar template. Here you go. Once you did that, the actual site is generating with the funnel pages there. So it's building out your pages. At this moment, it looks empty, but you need to come to the webinar section. So in the webinar section, it says that you have 6 pages for this webinar template. Webinar registration, and then the other one, registration completion, broadcast, checkout, webinar replay, order, thank you page, and all of the pages that you may need for a webinar. So once this is done, you can also set up if you have your setup this way, you can also decide that you want to set this as a homepage. So if somebody comes to your domain.com, you can have a webinar funnel to show as the first page in the site. So that's an option as well. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so we went through these questions on here. Before I forget, I want to mention one more time. Tomorrow we will have a video, actually a live stream where we go on live with Debarshi. Debarshi is the product owner of GrooveMember. GrooveMember is getting a new version 2, and we're going live tomorrow to actually showcase what we have done in the past months, what is still being worked on, and what's going to be coming soon. So tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to come on live. We're going to put in a schedule and everything so you don't forget. But if you had some other plans, make sure you check it out. I mean, content for the webinar, not the funnels. Webinars don't have templates. You mentioned templates. Basically every webinar has a different setup. So you go to GrooveWebinar and you basically go through the wizard setting it up. There is no template for that. Webinar content, you mentioned template to create a webinar content. Webinar content is a video that you upload from your computer, or GrooveVideo that you have uploaded already inside GrooveVideo. There is no kind of a template for content in there, so it's a wizard. Okay, so for example, the offer, again, it's just filling out the different sections. You can just, the offer is something that you are selling. Every webinar most probably you've been on has tried to sold you something. Now that you can put that offer in there, so you put in an image, you put in a link, you put in the text for the call to action, and that's really it. There's no template for that either. Can I use GrooveKart in Spanish language, and is it fully translated? No, you cannot. At this moment, it has only English as a language. We'll have an auto translation later on, but at this moment, it's not available. Although most of the users that are visiting from these countries will have the browser showing the translation options immediately. Like, for example, I'm not in America and my browser is kind of all the time forcing me to translate my pages to my local language, which is most probably going to happen for your visitors as well. The browsers already have this built-in technology, not only Chrome browsers, but other browsers. So the language barriers are almost non-existent. Hi, David. I have a mess trying to make my Zoho Mail work with SendGrid and GrooveMail. Is there a tutorial from A to Z to do this? I don't know what the mess is. Edsel, I don't have a training on that one. I'm not confident that anyone has a training on this full scenario. I do have a video on how to create a Zoho account and how to connect it. My training goes through how to do it with Cloudflare, but the same thing applies. So in case you want, you can have a look at the training that I did on how to get a Zoho Mail and how to connect it with Cloudflare. You can do the same thing in Groove now. So branded email. So if you have a look at the on YouTube, there is a video that I created getting a professional email connected to your pages or to your site in GroovePages. Getting a professional email address with your domain that is connected to GroovePages. That's the name of it. You could look into this video, and this section over here is exactly that. I went onto Zoho, I signed up, I got some MX record, and I added them into Cloudflare. and then I have created a Zoho Mail successfully, and then it worked. After this training, you could watch the SendGrid connection to Groove, and it should be working. I don't see why. I actually did this. I have my email at Zoho, and I connected it to GrooveMail with SendGrid, and it was working without any issues. Okay. I think Magnificent has put together webinar templates, but I'm not sure where to find them. The specifics of how to present your product in a webinar. Webinar templates. Webinar templates are funnel templates. So that's what I showed you earlier. Webinar templates are funnel templates. Webinar templates are how to get registrant to your webinar, how to show them a replay page after your webinar has been done, how to have a branded, like a checkout page that goes together with your funnel and things like that. So that's what we call webinar funnels, and that's what we have created templates for. If we use SendGrid until GrooveMail is completely ready, should we use the essential $14.95 a month, or can we use the free one? You can use the free one. For most of our users, the free one will be more than enough. If you already have an email list, or not email list, but if you plan to send out a lot of emails through GrooveMail, note, you cannot import your email list right now at this moment. If you have a lot of kind of people waiting to sign up for your training, or you have a bunch of people that you want to send emails to immediately right now before GrooveMail SMTP is live, you may need to upgrade to a plan with SendGrid. But even then, it's super inexpensive. I don't know where you get the $14.95 a month, but SendGrid, let me just see, SendGrid, and the other ones that we have, their pricing is very, very inexpensive. Okay, yeah, I see here, starts $14.95 a month. Okay, cool. But this is for 100,000 emails, and that's kind of more than enough. Okay, so here, $14.95 for 50,000 emails. That's quite a lot of emails. So most of our users wouldn't need that many, but yes, if you need that many, you can sign up. That's just depending on your needs. I heard from Pro members, email has been increased. Can you confirm this news and how much emails will get? Everybody gets 25K contacts. If you go to groovefunnels.com/packages, you can see the actual limits that we have, and this has the actual limits that everybody gets now, 25,000. We had at the start with our first launch, we said, okay, everybody that gets in today and that got in before this launch gets 25,000. And then we moved away from 25,000 to 10,000. Okay, but then we decided, okay, everybody that joined the lifetime option will get 25,000, or the paid lifetime, not the free lifetime. The paid lifetime gets 25,000 contacts, and everybody that joins later on, when we move away from a lifetime option, they will get what they actually should get with a monthly option. So yeah, we increased our limits. Everybody should be having 25,000 right now already. At this moment, there is no way to see the limits yet. That's most probably your question. Next, we'll have, when you click over here to your account, we'll have an option here soon where we show the limits and how much you used. Also for video hosting and for emails and contacts. David Miller, is automated. Okay, let me just do this. Is automated webinars up to speed yet? We're still working on some things. Issues with links for registration, confirmation, replays are not connecting to right pages. It would be also useful to be able to edit the webinar registration button to ask for contact telephone number as well as email. Can we do this? Yes, we know about some issues. We are working on these, and what we have right now is just the first initial version of Groove Webinars Automated. We'll have more control over the colors and more system page templates uh, and more times and schedule options and things like that. But yeah, that's all still in works. Also, mobile responsiveness for the system pages is not yet available. But for now, what you could do is embed the actual buttons onto your Groove pages. That should be working great. That shouldn't have any issues. If I already have a professional email service with my domains registration company, do I still need SendGrid for SMTP action? Email service with your domain company, that's your inbox. That's your Gmail for your inbox. That's your Outlook or whatever it replaces. That's not for sending mass emails like newsletters and things like that. There's two types of emails. One is for your private one-on-one emails, and then there is an email service, email marketing platform, which is GrooveMail and MailChimp and ActiveCampaign and these things that is sending out mass emails, kind of newsletters uh, um, and notifications and marketing emails and things like that. So what you're talking about in this here is your hosting company, your domain registration company provides you already an email. That's an email inbox, most probably. And if you would need to send, or if you want to use GrooveMail, you would need to have the other type of sending or other type of email email option, which is what SendGrid provides, and Amazon SES, and Spark Post, and Mailgun, and things like that. Okay, cool. So that is the last question that I can see here on my side. Cool, perfect. So I guess that is it for today. This Friday we won't have a Q&A. We have a very important meeting that we are having in the company, and I'll need to be there. So at this moment, for this week, this is the only Q&A. Tomorrow I'm going live again with the Barshi with the demo on the new GrooveMember 2.0. So in case you do have any questions this week, please reach out to our community in Facebook, if Facebook is still up and running. And if you have kind of more technical questions, please reach our support. Can you add video in GrooveMail? You can add video links. You cannot embed a full video in GrooveMail at this moment. Yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. That has been 1 hour of Q&A. If you have any other questions, you now know where to go. I will one more time say this week we won't have another Q&A on Friday because I need to be on some meetings with the company. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully see you next week on our Q&A again on Tuesday. Until then, I wish you a pleasant rest of the week and weekend. And until next time, see you. Bye-bye.